Alright guys, so continuing with some more Q&A for you. I figured I'd do this while I'm making my pitas, of course. So there's going to be some questions. I'm going to have to take a minute to kind of read through these because I'll probably end up revisiting some of those questions, which that video, I'm still in the process of working on that one and completing it for you guys. There's still a lot of videos that I'm trying to play catch up on. Got all these damn things going on at once. So, and then also, I'm downloading Resident Evil 3 right now because that's going to be... Actually, it's only about a quarter of the way there, so we got a little while. But I have to have that game. I have to play it. It's my all-time childhood favorite video game of all time right there. That and the MGS series. But anyway, enough of that shit. Let's start digging into some of these questions with you guys while I'm doing this stuff. So you guys are funny. I love it. Love you guys. You guys are awesome out there. So far I'm seeing comments but not questions. We'll get there though, we'll get there. This will just be a quick question because it is a question. I'm going to get to it. This is from Raphael Schmitz. Have you seen the BC Rich 7 strings that I don't know the name of that and I don't want to F it up. The guy from Krisiun. You might have misspelled it, or maybe I just don't know how the hell to say the guy's name, and I don't want to be that guy who butchers his name. I have seen that guitar in a couple videos. It's killer, man. It's very like kind of bare bones. Like there's not a lot of flash on it, which is nice. You know, we don't need like all the excess stuff on those BC Riches because that just takes away from. Like BC Rich is known for, I mean, it's an iconic look. It's a niche. Like the guitars are supposed to look evil and tough like that. You know, hence the shapes that they have and everything, that they always stood out from everybody else. You start throwing all this flashy, like. To me, it's almost like you're trying to decorate or like put jewelry on something that's not supposed to be intended to look pretty. So that's what I like about his 7-string V. It is sick, man. But yeah, I have seen that guitar. Haven't seen the video where he talks about it in Portuguese. Didn't know that was out there, man. I'll have to go check that out. Xavier Garcia, what do you think about Blood Incantation? I think I heard like half a song or something, and then I just kind of moved on. It's like usually when I'm checking out, I don't check out too many new bands. I'm just so set in my ways with who I like and who I continue to listen to. Because let's be real, the metal out there, like as far as metal music is concerned, it's super saturated. It's hard to. I mean, yeah, you have all kinds of ways to discover these bands and stuff, but geez, man, it's just, you'll be there all day trying to find bands. There's just so many of them, and I just stick to what I've always listened to, like who I like and the sounds that I'm into. Every once in a while I will come across something that really grabs my attention, which I should do a video on some of my recommendations, like, you know, those of you who like my style of metal, like what I play and what I listen to. There's definitely some recent additions that I could share with you guys for sure. But yeah, where was I? So Blood Incantation, like I said, I only listened to maybe half a song, and then I kind of just moved on. I'm sure if I checked it out some more, there might be some stuff in there that would grab my attention. But yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. So let's move on to Uncharted is still sealed. I have not opened it. I just been so busy with the damn guitars. Like, I've been obsessed with that and been so happy just playing. And that fretboard, by the way, came out incredible. You guys will see all that as I keep uploading these 5 million videos I gotta make. This question was, will you let your hair grow? I don't know. It's starting to look pretty freaking horrible now. It's like my hair is one of those things where the only real thing I can do is keep it short and then just kind of throw it forward, or I spike it when it starts getting longer. But I'm probably getting to that point to where I'm probably going to start buzzing it because I got nobody out there to cut my hair right now who might possibly spread the germs and all that. We're trying to all abide by the rules. So that's where I'm at with that. I'll probably just buzz out the electric shaver and hit it. But I mean, every few years I rotate this look, so that's just kind of where I'm currently at with it. Definitely on a different topic right there as far as like what kind of questions I get. But let's move on. How old are you? I am 36, going to be 37 in June. Do you like 6 Feet Under? The only 6 Feet Under I've ever listened to, I owned it also when I first heard about it back in the day, was Haunted. So that was the debut. think it had Terry Butler, Alan West, obviously Chris Barnes. I'm trying to remember who else was in the band at that time. It was a little more mid-paced. That's kind of why, like, there's some bands out there that you guys love and always, you know, mention, which we all know of, like Obituary and stuff like that. Some of those bands I just don't really get into. They're cool and all, but I just I don't know, I kind of lose interest with that mid-pace. It's almost like when it comes to riffing and pacing, some of those tempos just kind of overstay their welcome as far as what I like to listen to. So I always get into stuff that kind of varies the tempo, and obviously with their kinds of songs are not too much like that. So I kind of just yeah, I mean, they're a good band. See, all the bands that are out there, these metal bands, they're great bands. They're great at their craft. They're great at what they do. But you know, no way will I ever say, "Oh, this band sucks" or "this band's garbage" or anything like that, because everybody puts in efforts into their music and what they're passionate about and what they care about, what they're into. It's just some of them are just not, they don't fulfill my taste buds, and we're all like that, you know. We know what we like. I gotta start putting some toppings on these suckers too. But no, like, a lot of times you guys come first, so this can wait. Actually, I don't see any other questions in here, surprisingly. So let me back up, because I know I was seeing some questions in some of these other videos. So let me go back a little bit. I'll just pick one and see what I can find in there. Let me go back into my part 1 of ebonizing my fretboard, because I know where I went wrong on that sucker. There's a couple things, because nothing I did on that staining project, I did absolutely everything exactly the same I did for the Bastard V, and I wanted to trace those same footsteps because I got such good results doing it that way. But I know where I went wrong was my stupid ass jumped over stirring the ebony. That's where I messed up. Because I think what it did, just coated it with that oil, and then each time I tried to stain it, it just it wasn't taking the stain properly. So that's where I went wrong. And I leave all that shit in there because 1, it's funny, and 2, it teaches me and teaches you guys not to be a dumbass like me. So that's why we keep it in there. It's all learning curve. I get to go back forever and watch these videos, get a good laugh out of them, and then know not to do those things. This was a comment about you should reach out to Ola, so I will very, very briefly reply to this one. Ola reached out to me. He made me a very, very happy person today. Needless to say, my sleep has been pretty disrupted, not only with trying to keep on making content for myself, for the channel growth, and for you guys, but also just my excitement of the emails that he sent me. And you guys will see all that, so let's move on to something else. But Ola England is an incredible individual, and I love that guy to pieces. Alright, I can't find it. It's not in this video, but I actually remember one of you guys. I don't know your name, but I'm going to answer this question right now because it's right on my mind and I'm going to get to it. So somebody asked me if I... Don't go anywhere. Almost tipped a bunch of shit over. So one of you guys asked me if I ever... eat any junk food or like ever go off the menu on my diet. So I do that. So I do it about once a week. Sometimes I'll go 2 weeks or a month without going off the menu. And the reason that I don't is because I know what the repercussions of that. My body's not used to eating junk, and it's just not good fuel for the body. It puts me, so when I eat bad food, I get really pounding headaches. I don't have portion control. This I know. That's why I try to avoid the situations. So I get the headaches. I get the irritability, my mood goes down the shitter, I get lazy, I sweat a lot, I don't want to do anything other than just lay around and just be a miserable piece of shit. So that's why I try not to ever eat any junk food. Fast food, last time I had fast food was in 2000. I know exactly what Crossroads they were, and so it was in 2000, and it was a Wendy's back in my junior year of high school. That was the last time I ever had fast food. And ever since then, the only takeout food I've had, I have either Chinese food or I have pizza. That's it. But as far as like the big chain fast foods that people go through the drive-thrus and order and stuff like that, 2000, so it's been 20 years since I had fast food. So yeah, to get back, to piggyback back on that question, it's very, very sporadic when I do go off my menu and I actually eat dirtier foods. I just, like I said, I don't like the way I feel when I do it. I don't like my mood. It makes me just very unproductive, and it usually takes a couple days to get that feeling out of me. Not to mention, it makes going to the gym when I'm training that much harder too, because it's just such a huge like surge of calorie surplus to your body. It shocks a lot of things and throws a lot of things off. Obviously, the water retention. So for every gram of carbohydrate that you ingest is 4 grams of water. So you can only imagine, if you don't have portion control, you do the math, you're holding a ton of water, and it's just super overwhelming on the whole body process. And so when I go to the gym, I notice in between sets, I could just be doing like a set of barbell curls or something, and I'm just like winded, like I feel like I've never worked out a day in my life. And it sets you back for a couple days before you can actually start feeling like normal again, where you're functioning and moving at the right pace, that your body's actually like, hey, don't be a dick to me and do this to me again. So that's that. I gotta start loading these things up. I'm hungry. This is only my second meal because I've been sleeping all day to catch up on my sleep. And I stress a little bit like you guys too. I mean, I'm human. Like I'm very much like you guys. And I think that's why a lot of you guys come to my channel. You know that I'm a real dude, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up your guys' asses. I'm as real as it'll possibly ever get. This channel is all about being like that. And I like sharing everything that I do with you guys. I love to play guitar. I like doing these projects, and yeah, just sharing everything that I enjoy doing with you guys. So from here on out, as far as getting through this whole mishap that we're all going through, just find a hobby, whatever it is, and just pick it up. Just anything that will stimulate your brain to keep you off of what's currently going on, because it's not going to do you any good worrying about what's going on out there. You just gotta suppress that feeling, not think about it, because that negativity, that toxicity will just pull you down in the wrong direction. And if you guys are having any conversations with people, whether it's video chat or whatever, just make sure that something as simple as this, just sit up straight and lean into your lens when you're talking to whoever you're talking to face to face, because that body language is everything. I mean, if you're just laying back like this, I know that just from experience and having the whole mindset to do things that I want to do and that I want to excel at, or not even that, just everyday life of feeling positive energy, is to sit up straight and really keep your chin up when you're talking to people. And it'll make a world of difference. That little tweak will make a huge difference, because nobody wants to talk to somebody who's just laying back. Yeah, this sucks. I can't wait till this is over. Blah blah blah. We don't need to hear all that. We all know what's going on out there. So just find a stimulating hobby and keep doing it. Stick to it, and know that you guys are gonna be all right. We're all gonna get through this together. But I'm gonna leave it at that. So I appreciate you guys watching so much. Leave some more questions down there for me, because I ran out of questions. I thought there was more in that last Q&A, but I answered them all for you guys. So give me some more questions, and I'll keep going along with this stuff. And as always, you guys be safe out there. Take it easy. I appreciate you watching.